The drama started at dawn on Tuesday, when Mr. Guaido appeared in a video outside an airbase, flanked by armed men in uniform. He called for an uprising by the armed forces, and for citizens to join him. They did in their thousands, and some tried to force their way into the airbase, but were pushed back by soldiers. They retreated to a square in an opposition stronghold, from where Mr. Guaido repeated his appeal to the armed forces. For the rest of the day, there were chaotic scenes as anti-government protesters clashed with security forces. At least one person was killed, around 100 were injured. Meanwhile, senior members of the military pledged their allegiance to Mr. Maduro, but the president himself was nowhere to be seen. Until the evening, when he made an hour-long combative speech from the presidential palace and said an attempted coup had been thwarted. On Wednesday, there was more of the same. Mr. Guaido appeared on the streets again, urging rebellion, and once again, there were violent clashes. It's not clear why Mr. Guaido chose Tuesday to launch his uprising. It seems to have caught some supporters off guard. The United States says some key Maduro loyalists had planned to defect, but backed down at the last minute. What happens next is hard to predict. Mr. Guaido has called for protests every day until Mr. Maduro steps down. But for now, the president seems to be in charge, and his challenger is looking increasingly vulnerable.